Hi, I'm Mark Richards. I work for Harvey's Brewery as a technical service engineer, and 25 years ago I was working in the brewery when the floods hit. On the 12th of October 2000, we came into work as normal, had a few jobs on up the county, so we set off in our van to go and just get on with the work that we would be doing normally. What we found is when we got out of Lewes that most of the roads weren't passable. At this point in Lewes, it was fine. The sun was out, nice and sunny, it was a lovely day. But to get to our first job, we really struggled because the road was blocked. Flood started flooding, and this is further upriver, so yeah, we knew at that point that, we've had a lot of rain, something's happening. So after 4 or 5 attempts at different routes of getting around the county, we decided to just call it a day, and we came back to the brewery. It must have been 11:30, 12 o'clock, and the river was high, but not too high. It's been higher, and yeah, like I said, the sun was out and it was lovely. And then it all started going wrong. Within a couple of hours of being back, we sort of stayed around the brewery knowing that the river was going to breach at some point. The tide was going out, so we felt that, the worst of it is probably been. Tide's turned, it's on its way back down, but the river rose 4 foot on a falling tide and just came straight up through the drains. The wall was breached, and the next thing we know, we were retreating into the bottle stores to get to a bit of higher ground. And within an hour or so, it was all the way through the brewery. So I can't remember how many of us there were, but there was about maybe 10 to 15 of us that were still in the brewery. I think most people had actually made a dash for it and got out. So we went up to the first level in the brewery and came out on where they load the hops through, so we could see what was happening on the outside. And the river was coming up even higher. The flooding, you could see it coming down from Tesco's. It was going everywhere. The water was running everywhere. After we got rescued, I walked straight up to the Lewes Arms, which is one of the highest points in the thing, and emptied my boots of water outside it, and had a few beers. 4 or 5. I couldn't actually get home for 3 days. So where I lived at the time, up in Malling, I couldn't get home. We spent the next 9 days just cleaning the mud, getting rid of everything that was ruined, the bottles of wine, smashing them and putting them in the skip. And it was just 9 days of just cleaning, and really hard work as well. And yeah, I think after the 9th day, they started brewing again. So that's what it was. It was good. And obviously, out of this, Ouse Booze was born.